Hi everybody, Riskmonger here. Welcome back to Fantasy Astrology Baseball on MLB The Show 24. We started with 12 teams, one for each sign of the zodiac, but now that we're through the wildcard round, that number has fallen to 8. 4 from the positive league and 4 from the negative league. Remember, the positive signs are fire and air, and the negative signs are water and earth. This is a matchup between Libra, the air sign that we saw in the wildcard round, and Sagittarius, a fire sign that got a first round bye. The starter for the home team, Sagittarius, is Cole Ragans. This is a guy who, as recently as mid-2023, was a relief pitcher for the Rangers. He was traded to the Royals at the deadline, moved him to the rotation, and the rest is history. He's now one of the most effective lefties in the league. On the mound for Libra, it's Nationals rookie Mitchell Parker. Remember, the Scales went the full 3 games against Aquarius in the wildcard round, so Parker is the number 4 pitcher in their rotation. In the second inning, Angels outfielder Taylor Ward gets a 1-out double to bring up Pete Alonso. And Polar Bear Pete inside outs one down the right field line. It's an easy RBI to give Sag the lead. Pete Alonso batting 7th in this lineup. That seems wrong for someone with his power. Well, maybe he struggles against lefties. In the third, it's Ronald Acuna Jr., who missed most of the real-life 2024 due to injury. But that doesn't matter here, as he pulls one down the third base line. Teoscar Hernandez picks it up. Acuna is going for 2. The throw from Teo, in time. One of the speediest runners in the game, gunned down, trying to overextend on a single. It's still 1-0. Next inning, it's right fielder Mookie Betts against Ragans, and Betts goes down swinging to end the inning. I made the decision to give the away team uniforms a lot more color than I have in the past, and looking back, I think it's just too much magenta. But let me know what you think in the comments. In the bottom of the fourth, with 2 outs, it's Taylor Ward, and he lines one into the glove of the leaping Bryce Harper, who has really taken to the first base position, having moved in from the outfield, also really filling a position of need for Libra. Bottom of the 5th now, here's Pete Alonso to lead off for Sagittarius, and he takes one deep. It is high, it is far, it is gone, to quote the former announcer from Alonso's former rival in New York. Alonso has spent his entire career so far with the Mets, but currently finds himself on the free agent market awaiting a contract. But he's going to be on Sagittarius for life, delivering big shots like this far into the future. It's 2-0 Archers. In the 7th now, it's 3-0 Archers, thanks to an RBI from catcher Joey Bart. But Teoscar Hernandez hits one deep to left center. Byron Buxton back. He leaps. It's over his head and over the wall. Libra crawling back with a big home run from the newly re-signed Los Angeles Dodger. Hernandez helping with his arm, providing an outfield assist, and now with his bat, putting Libra on the board and chasing Cole Ragans from the game. In the bottom of the 8th, it's Libra long reliever Lance McCullers Jr. There's a runner on base thanks to a Ketel Marte error. Joey Bart at the plate. And it's another ground ball to Marte, but he handles this one perfectly. 4-6-3 double play. That's Geraldo Perdomo in against lefties at shortstop instead of C.J. Abrams, and we'll go to the 9th inning. The Sagittarius closer here is Griffin Jax, a setup arm for the Twins. I would have expected maybe Ryan Walker of the Giants, who pitched the 8th in this game, or Pete Fairbanks on the Rays, but Jax had some good numbers in 2024. But maybe suffering from some nerves here as he hits third baseman Bryson Stott to lead off the inning. Now the dangerous Mookie Betts at the plate. He grounds one sharply to Pete Alonso, who does not step on first base, and then his throw to second pulls Javi Baez off the bag. A mental lapse puts the tying run on base with nobody out in the 9th. I understand the desire to get the lead runner, but with a 2-run lead, I think you have to at least get one here. Bryce Harper would pop up into an infield fly rule, bringing up Teoscar Hernandez, who has homered today, and it's a strikeout for out number 2. Now it's Ketel Marte, the last chance for Libra. And Marte blasts one to the opposite field. Is it going to stay fair? It does. A 3-run shot to put Libra in the lead for the first time tonight, and the Scales have clawed back from the brink to put themselves right back in it in Game 1. Now Pete Alonso's failure to get one out on that ground ball looms large here, as a home run in that situation would have just tied the game. Or, wait, there would have already been 3 outs. I mean, you can't really say that, because who knows how Jax would have pitched differently if there were 1 out and 1 on. We can never truly know. But Libra's not done yet. Next batter, Anthony Santander, goes deep. It's a back-to-back jack off Jax, and Libra now has a 2-run lead after trailing by 2 heading into this inning. Santander, like Alonso, remains on the free agent market into the new year, but he should get a good deal after a 40-homer real-life 2024 season with the Orioles. Coming in to close for Libra, it's Tim Herring. Not Kenley Jansen, not Alexis Diaz, definitely not David Bednar, but this still seems like a strange choice to me. With 1 out, he'll face Pete Alonso, who is 3 for 3 at the plate, and they are finally able to get the polar bear, sawing him off for an easy ground ball to second. Herron was able to get the 3rd out of the inning, inducing a deep fly ball from Byron Buxton, easily handled by Riley Green, and it's a thrilling come-from-behind victory for the Libra Scales. They trailed Sagittarius for the entire game up until 2 outs in the 9th, but some timely hitting and a gift from the Archers' defense allowed them to stage a comeback. McCullers gets the win, piggybacking off starter Mitchell Parker. Tough luck no decision for Cole Reagans, and Libra has the lead in this best-of-5 series. Game 2 from the Sports District Park. That's the created stadium that I chose for Sagittarius for some reason. This is the last game here before Libra goes back to being the home team, as per the rules of a best-of-5 series. The starter for Sagittarius is Blake Snell, the newest member of the Los Angeles Dodgers rotation. He'll try and help the Archers pull even with Jack Flaherty and the Libra Scales. He's in trouble from the very start, though. Bryson Stott hits a 1-out double, bringing up Mookie Betts. And Betts cracks one into left field. It's going to short hop the wall. Stott scores easily as Libra spoons up a lead here in the top of the 1st. Next batter, Bryce Harper. He's going to add on. It's a 2-run homer. That's a very short porch there in right. Or should I say short pier. Looks like there's a big body of water out there, less than 340 feet away from home plate. And then there's also a battleship parked out there for some reason. I don't know what about that says Sports District, but I don't know, I just thought it fit Sagittarius. Either way, Jack Flaherty comes up in the 1st, already with a 3-run lead. And he's pitching with confidence as he strikes out Christian Yelich with a front door breaking ball to start off the night. In the 2nd, here's Mookie Betts up again with 2 on. That one hit to pretty much the same spot as before. Will this one have enough to carry out of here? It does! A 3-run bomb to double Libra's lead. Betts tees off against his future teammate on the Dodgers. Betts decides that 3 runs was not enough, and that's going to chase Blake Snell from the game. It's Nestor Cortez on in relief, which was his role for the Yankees in the World Series. And just like for the Yankees in the World Series, he gives up a massive home run to a left-handed batter. Bryce Harper goes back-to-back, his 2nd of the game, 7-0 Libra, in just the 2nd inning here. And this one has all the makings of a blowout. Sagittarius would avoid the shutout, though, as Mark Vientos hits a moonshot. That one travels almost 450 feet, sort of the opposite of Harper's homer in the 1st. But it doesn't matter how far you hit it, you can't score 7 runs with 1 swing of the bat. And 7 wouldn't even be the final tally. Bryce Harper, Teoscar Hernandez, and Ketel Marte would get back-to-back-to-back RBIs in the 4th, prompting the entrance of the 2nd long reliever of the night, Joe Musgrove. And the Padres hurler serves up another 3-run bomb to Anthony Santander. This guy is only in there against lefty starters, but he can perform against righties too. The former Orioles slugger homers in his 2nd straight game. Libra is pouring it on. It's 13-1. And we don't need to see any more of this, do we? Actually, we do! Mookie Betts adds another home run in the 5th, his 2nd of the game. He absolutely crushes this one. 14 runs on 13 hits. Libra in total control. Jack Flaherty would pitch into the 8th, where he would give up a home run to Matt Wallner, of all people. I guess the Twins outfielder's player rating and stats in the simulated season far outstripped his actual 2024 numbers. But between relievers Shelby Miller and Huascar Brazoban, Libra would easily sew this one up. Mark Vientos striking out for the final out of the night, and Libra gets to return to their home park, up 2-0, and needing just one more win to advance to the next round. Back at Coming Soon Park, home of Libra, and home of a dinosaur-themed roller coaster, I guess? That does actually seem very Libra to me. It's Christian Yelich trying to help the Archers escape elimination against Corbin Burnes and the Libra Scales. Their top pitcher in real life in 2024, Burnes was on the mound for Libra's Game 2 win in the wildcard series, and he'll try to keep it going here. Which he does to win the first, striking out Ronald Acuna Jr., and Libra coming up to bat now against Carlos Rodon, yet another left-hander. All 3 starters for Sag have been southpaws, plus Cortez out of the bullpen. And when Rodon is on, he's one of the best in the game, as we see here striking out the dangerous Mookie Betts with a runner on second base. And then getting Bryce Harper looking. We're scoreless after 1. And it would remain scoreless for some time, with each of these ace-caliber pitchers trading body blows. Here's Burnes getting the Sag catcher Cal Raleigh going down swinging. Remember, we saw Joey Bart in Game 1, so I guess Raleigh sits against lefties. He was another guy that I had on my fantasy team, but then lost in an ill-advised trade. Libra was threatening in the 6th. He had a runner on for Mookie Betts. He grounds one past the diving Mark Vientos, but Javier Baez, working smarter, not harder, makes a nice play behind him. You can see why Vientos is regarded as a first baseman playing out of position across the diamond, and it's still scoreless going into the 7th. Both starting pitchers would exit in the 7th. Now here's Kevin Kelly in for Sagittarius in the 8th, and he has allowed the bases to become loaded for Bryson Stott with only 1 out. He grounds one to Alonso, who spins and flings it to second base. Javi Baez spins and flips it back. In time, a clutch double play. That's what Pete Alonso was trying to do back in the 9th inning of Game 1, but his throw went wide. But this time, a great defensive play on both sides, and we've had 8 full innings of scoreless ball. Bottom of the 9th, it's Ryan Walker in, the guy who took the Giants' closer role from Camilo Doval last year. And he'll strike out Teoscar Hernandez to end regulation. We're going into extra innings. Huáscar Brazoban, who closed out last night's blowout, would pitch a scoreless top of the 8th, striking out Cal Raleigh after allowing a walk to Brandon Marsh. And now Ketel Marte, first batter of the bottom of the 10th. He lines a single just over the outstretched glove of Baez. The D-backs second baseman represents the game-winning run. It'll be C.J. Abrams at the plate. He came in as a defensive replacement last inning. And Abrams gets the job done. An inside-out swing, a line drive all the way into the corner. Ketel Marte, a speedy runner. Christian Yelich throws it in, but it's not going to be in time. Libra walks off Sagittarius in the bottom of the 10th inning to advance to the Positive League Championship Series. A clean sweep, 2 at the Archers' home park and 1 back at home. This is appropriate from my perspective, since Libra did score more full-season fantasy points than Sag did in 2024. Even though we're, of course, dealing with the game's player rating and stats from the simulated season, it's still nice to see the more successful sign moving on here. They will face either Aries or Gemini, which will be determined at a later date. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the links in the description, including to my blog, astrologybaseball.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.